dog, and he was having a lot of skin allergies, and he was having a lot of gas. And so I was looking at how could I address the problem without focusing so much or using so much medicine. So I wanted to look at food as medicine. And so I researched a lot and I started cooking and baking, and this is how Nudie Treats came about, was because I wanted to focus ingredients on skin, hair, and gut health. And as a result of my treats and also changing his diet, he no longer needs to be on regular antihistamines. He has really good digestion. He no longer has gas, which is a really big deal for a French bulldog. So Nudie Treats, from giving it to my dog, I then started sharing it with friends, and from sharing it with friends, then they also suggested, well, why don't you start to sell this, because there could be more dogs and more pets that would be interested. And this is how it sort of, I started up this brand, and I also expanded into fish as well, because I also wanted to be inclusive of cats, to also have some sort of food and snacks that cats could enjoy as well. There is the same base for all of them, which is the treats one, right? So there is always coconut oil, which is really good for skin and hair and also gut health. And then I use rice flour because one, is really nutritious, and two, there are some dogs that are allergic to wheat. And so I chose a dog treat that's gluten-free. And then there's always eggs. And so eggs are also super nutritious, full of vitamins. And I only use cage-free egg. And then, so those are the three main base ingredients. And then I will always choose either a type of vegetable or fruit and a superfood. So like, for instance, pumpkin, I add turmeric in it. For the cocoa banana, this is primarily bananas. And then I add cinnamon. And then for blueberry, it's blueberry, banana, and cinnamon. And then I also have spinach, which is spinach, brown rice, and flaxseed. So I choose ingredients that are super healthy and super nutritious. Yes, it's in production, like it's in R&D right now. So I have coming up flavors that include beetroot, that include chia seed, maybe there's some kale and seaweed, strawberries. So these are kind of what's in the upcoming flavors that you can look forward to. So what I love to do for my dog is actually a watermelon. Watermelon is super good for dogs, and it's really good even for humans, right, to cool down. So either like, if it's a really simple one, is I just have watermelon cut in the fridge. So it's super cold, and when my dog comes back from a walk, I feed him watermelon. Or like for an extra treat, I will take the watermelon, I will blend it, and maybe I will add like chamomile tea, or you don't even need it, but then I put them into molds and I freeze them. And we freeze them into small little dog cubes, dog bone cubes, and then I feed it to him after he comes back from his walk, and he loves them. He goes crazy for a frozen watermelon. It's super refreshing. Even I take some. Even I share it with him too. So you can find Nudie Treats on Instagram. It's just Nudie Treats, and also on Facebook as well. So you can just direct message to order. I don't have children, so he's my baby. He requires a lot of time and attention. If I'm not giving him attention, he will get up to some sort of mischief. So it's always good to have treats around so that he stays in line and is well behaved. Because when you bring out the treats, then he calms down and he's more likely to listen to me. So I find that really important, is trying to have a well-balanced, a dog that you really focus on their health. Because when you focus on the health and nutrition of a dog, they have a good life. And it also means you don't need to spend so much time at the vet or spending so much time investing in medicine. So I like to think of, as a pet mom, I want to invest in my dog's health. So I really focus on what I feed him. So my dog's name is Diego, and he is a French bulldog.
Such a cool name.
We were watching a lot of
Heritage.
Mexican or like South American cartel, like drug cartel
Cartel.
movies during COVID when we got him. And when we first got a picture of him, he had this gold chain on. And so we just thought like he looks like a dog cartel, like a dog from a cartel boss. So that's how we came up with the name Diego. And he's also the inspiration for my logo as well. And my logo in English, you pronounce it as Nudie, but in Thai, I pronounce it as Nudie. So it's like good dog. So that's why I think it's to emphasize that ถ้าหนูดีได้กินดี